Quack, quack! Welcome back to the Poke Historian. I'm your host, Matt X. It's the show where I get on this camera and I squawk at y'all about Pokemon cards, and I tell you about all the stupid decisions I'm making in this hobby right now, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. To summarize this video very briefly, I, Matt X, the Poke Historian, have purchased, or I should say pre-ordered, a $600 30th anniversary ultra premium collection from GameStop, putting $300 down. So go ahead and laugh at me, make fun of me, tell me what a Timmy I am. I may in fact be worthy of having all those things happen to me. We'll just have to see. But before you judge me too harshly, let me kind of explain where I'm at, all right? So I guess to begin with, as we all know, pre-orders are live for the 30th anniversary Pokemon card set, celebrating 30 years of Pokemon. Woohoo, we're all very excited. It's looking like a good set. Going to be all kinds of Pikachu cards, going to be all kinds of fancy old traditional cards from back in the day. It's going to be a good time. However, as these pre-orders for the set have gone live, the prices have been very, very high for a lot of the sealed products. And of course, all attention is on GameStop right now, who is charging very, very high prices for all of its products. And they have been the subject of a lot of internet discontent and anger. People are out in the streets protesting, buildings are being burned down, pitchforks are being waved around everywhere. It's a whole scene. And I get it. I think the prices are too high. I wish things weren't like this. But as I brought up before, the Pokemon card hobby right now is being run by two groups. Number one, speculators. Number two, lemmings. Okay? And if you don't know what a lemming is, there's like an old video game where you have all these creatures and they follow each other off a cliff and they die. They don't think for themselves, they just do what the lemming in front of them is doing. And there's a lot of that in the Pokemon card hobby. A lot of people have trouble controlling their urges and their desires, and they just want to go out and get what they want, and they don't really think about things, and they're always afraid of missing out on stuff. And, you know, that kind of behavior is very common among human beings, but there's nothing we can really do about it. So you have either two choices. You can sit on the sidelines and not be a lemming, or number two, you can follow the herd and do what everybody else is doing, even though you know it's stupid, and just play along. And as I've told you before, my theory is I'm not really one to sit on the sidelines of anything, okay? I play along, I roll my eyes and do what the other people are doing, and that's it. If people are willing to pay these high prices for this product, I suppose I will too, very cautiously, and we'll just see where things go. And you're probably saying to yourself, like, well, Matt, you're going to get burned on this. Like, there's no way those boxes are going to stay that high, right? Well, you may be right or you may be wrong. I mean, this reminds me of the Phantasmal Flames booster box case I bought. I thought I got real burned on that, but then ultimately the market flipped around. I ended up, seems like my product is up quite a bit now on that. And then with GameStop in particular, I remember buying 2 ETBs from them for Ascended Heroes for $100. Everybody was squawking about how that was too much money back then. And look where they're at now, $180 a box. In hindsight, that wasn't a bad deal, was it? And so my experiences are telling me, hey, this might be another Ascended Heroes situation where everybody is so upset about this price, and it ultimately ends up being that the vile hatred online does not reflect what the common person feels, and therefore the pre-orders end up selling out at GameStop, and $600 ends up being not a bad deal long term. However, like I said, we don't really know if that's going to happen or not, but what I can tell you right now is that at least as of the filming of this video on TCG Player, if you want one of those ultra premium collections, they're pre-ordering for about $1,000. Now, do I think that price is going to hold? No. But is it reasonable to think that $1,000 pre-order at this point in the release schedule, by the time the actual product releases, goes down to around $600? Yeah. I think that's perfectly possible. Could it go lower? Yeah. And if it does, what am I going to do if it goes lower? Well, I'll probably dollar cost average in and maybe buy a couple more and just make up for that loss. It's not a big deal for me. And the thing is, y'all have to understand with me too. Look, my job keeps me very busy, and I don't have a lot of time to wait around and camp for these online drops. I don't have a lot of time to go stand outside waiting in these stores. I don't have the energy for it. I feel stupid when I have to do that kind of stuff. And at this point in my life, like, I hate to say it, like, if you want to do it, go for it. But I don't want to be a part of that. I don't have time to be doing that. I just kind of want to get what I want and just move on. You know what I mean? Like, I know that people really want to get a deal, but for me, when I think about this stuff long term, I don't really care that much if I get that good of a deal right now, because my idea is like, well, if I get an ultra premium collection to keep sealed, do I think it's going to be over $600 someday? Yeah, very easily. So I'm not too concerned about getting some kind of bargain bin deal on these products when they come out, y'all. I just not. If you're about that, I have nothing against you. I definitely see where you're coming from on that, but I just don't have the time right now. That's another part of all this. So anyways, we'll see what happens with this. I'm really kind of eager to see how this all plays out. It's very exciting. As we know, the Pokemon card market continues to cool, I should say. A lot of online content creators are finally starting to talk about that. So we'll kind of see how this cooling app interacts with the 30th anniversary coming out. It's going to be like a warm body of water meeting a cold body of water, and we'll like see how they mix and meet, and it's going to be an interesting time, I think, coming up this fall. So yeah, interesting times. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when I put up new content. And feel free to tell me how stupid I am down in the comments, or tell me how you're handling this situation with the 30th anniversary. I'm kind of curious to know. All right, with that, I'll see you in my next video. Take care.